Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Do Business Show. I'm here, Todd, Frazier, and John's here. Here we are. Wonderful.
Frame.
Welcome, John. Oh, did I get here's your clap.
Frame. Thank you.
So you've got, everybody can applaud
It's good
you.
to be back.
Good to be back. It's always good to be here. It's always a good time talking about business and uncovering all of the secrets that we share with you to make sure that you do all that you can to be successful in your business. This feels very radio-y. Like, I feel like my voice is weird. Is my voice weird?
You sound like you're ready to sell advertising for your show.
I'm ready to sell advertising for my show. Like, this is like, you feel like I'm doing an ad?
I think you're trying to deliver more authority so that we get more listeners, so that you can generate revenue for the show, so that you can have a nice life or a nicer life. You have a nice life now, but it can be improved.
Well, I feel like I was a little bit pushing too hard at the beginning.
Oh.
I was too like, hey, the show's starting, as opposed to like, hey guys, welcome back. It's the show.
So it was more like step into the club versus come into my living room. And you want people to feel welcome.
Yes, I do. I think living room feel is important, but professional living room, is that a thing?
No.
Why?
It's got to be cozy.
Professional can be cozy.
I don't like what you're doing with the toggling.
You don't like that I'm doing this? Then I'm doing this.
I don't like
I'm
it.
doing this.
I don't like it.
I'm doing this. Why don't you like it?
It feels unnatural.
But it's natural because it's literally me going like this and going like this and going like this and going like this.
People, we're gonna finally get comments, and they're not gonna be good.
No, the comments are gonna be great. Have you seen the comments? You were the most recent comment, John.
I was.
Yeah.
So you didn't toggle to me.
I didn't. Oh, I thought I went to the wide there.
I thought it was supposed to be automatic.
I know. No, I turned that off for the first little bit, and then we'll turn it to auto.
It's like you're Ray Charles. You're playing piano.
Is that how? Was that good?
It was offensive.
Offensive? He was blind.
He wouldn't have known?
Well, no, like he was blind. It's not like I did some
He's got a handler that'll tell him when to be offended. Or, pardon me, he had one. Rest in peace.
I was going to say, I don't think Ray's with us anymore.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
But Jamie Foxx is still with us.
All right.
I am not in charge.
So I have something that I want to show you. And I sent you a link to it. And based on what you told me this morning,
I did not download it. I did not look. I didn't want another app. I just got done cleaning up my apps. I'm down to one page of apps. Got rid of like 40 apps.
So what's the philosophy behind like just cleaning up apps? Is it to keep you off your phone or
streamlining? Just there's no point to have things that I'm not going to use or haven't used in years.
So you just got rid of apps. You didn't like just take them off the home screen.
Correct. I deleted them.
What were some of the apps you deleted?
Let's be honest. I don't remember exactly. I deleted a bunch of
there was stuff you don't use.
Yeah, just stuff I wasn't using. If I looked at it and I'm like, why did I go in here? I deleted it. I did the same for my wife yesterday. I got her down to 2 pages.
Well, you're at how many pages?
I'm at 1.
You're at 1
There's
page.
A few folders. Okay, yeah. I'm not a madman. There's a few folders. Like I have a Google folder with like 8 Google apps in there that I use probably half of. But in case I'm in a pinch. But I have struggled with should I get rid of my iPhone altogether?
Really?
Yeah.
What's obviously you haven't, but
minimalism. Just embrace, just less screen time, but also it's just self-control. At this point, it's just be self-control. Leave your phone in your truck. Don't come and take it. That's not an invitation to steal from me.
Oh, from your truck.
Right.
It's not in his truck. It's actually it's in your pocket, right?
It's right by my my side hustle.
It's right by your side hustle?
Yes.
No.
All right. What do you want to show us, Todd?
So I have I dive into technology. We've talked about AI on here before. We've talked about the Plod AI voice recorder that automatically transcribes. We talked about ChatGPT and all the advancements in technology. We talked about some of the tech stacks that we both use. I would venture to say that I have a tech stack and you don't. I think just in general, you have people that have a tech stack, right?
I don't know.
So I've been going down this path of all the AI and how we can use that and how we can make our businesses better and we can make ourselves more efficient. And there was a conversation that we had a few episodes ago, or maybe it was last episode, about I don't want to do websites anymore, right? Was that last episode?
Yeah.
So I was going through all of the things that AI can do. And I've been building apps for a while. I built apps for myself. I built apps for people. We worked on a big app for a live streaming platform that ultimately didn't do anything, but it was a fairly large app. And we went through all the development and we hired developers, and that was the whole thing. And then I've made other apps based on no code, drag and drop, just like a Wix or a Squarespace for apps. And so I started thinking like, well, how can I do these easier? And I was looking for a plugin on my app platform, Adalo, the drag and drop. And I just happened to get an ad come across my feed for a new app called Rourke. That
Rourke
AI building apps.
Is it nice?
Well, I'm going to show you here in a minute because it's actually kind of cool. So I got the idea of like, what could we do with this? What's the app that I could build? And I was talking with Jake, and we said, well, it needs to be like something simple. Can we make a game? Can the AI make a game? And so we started messing around with it, and sure enough, it can make a game. It can make a news app. It can make all kinds of apps. You're just prompting it just like any other AI. So then I went in and I said, okay, what's a simple game that we could make? And memory games are kind of a good way to start with, something that you just have to click something to remember it, and then you move on and advance. So we came up with this game, and I just prompted it into this Rourke app, and it's called now Ghost Path. So this took me from
Is this
prompting
on our screen now?
Yeah, it's on our screen right now. You can see it right there. Like, I mean, you can't touch it though because you're behind it.
But is the camera going to think I'm touching it? Like, are the people going to see me?
They're seeing exactly what you're seeing right there.
So I'm holding the phone. Hold the phone.
What? Okay. No, John, this is not helpful.
Got it.
This is not helpful.
I'm holding it up for you.
Okay. So from start to finish, from idea to this prototype working, was about 24 to 36 hours. And into the App Store test flight. If you've ever done iOS apps before, you know you have to put it in test flight before you can put it out. And so we created this game.
Okay.
All of this was just from prompting to tell AI, do this game, make a memory part of it, put trackers on the front page, put high scores at the bottom.
Who came up with the name?
I think I did, because Jake and I were talking about it, and because it's a memory game where a path shows up and the path disappears. You have to remember it.
So are we going to play it right now?
So we're going to play it right now. We're just going to do just a real quick little demo. So start the game, and there's sound. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it on here or not. Actually, let me see if I can move that sound so that you can hear it.
No,
can you
cannot hear.
You can't hear it.
Can it hear?
I don't know if they can hear it. Anyways,
I don't think it matters.
Whatever. We're putting back on here. So the sound, I told it, give it an 8-bit haunted simple song, and it put this music to it. And it put it on loop. It works. So we're going to memorize the path. The first level is a 3x5 grid.
It looks
with
like
5
a Pac-Man
blocks.
villain.
It looks very much like a Pac-Man villain. Very good. Start level. So it's showing me the path. I start from the blue. I go to the yellow. I hit the green. When I'm ready, I can hit go, and I click, 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 click. Hey, I completed the level. Right? Next level. I'm going to memorize it. I'm ready. Click, 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 click. Hey, completed. So I created this whole game.
How big does the grid get?
It gets, well, if we would keep playing it, I could show you. But it gets to fill this entire landscape here.
So what are we trying to tell the people today?
So here's what I'm trying to tell the people. I'm going to quit. It says I'm a quitter. Yes, I quit.
Oh.
I told it to do that too.
Nice.
So what we're telling the people here is the reality of what AI can do for you is going to change the future.
Okay.
We already know that. But the question is, how is it going to change the future? And my thesis is, because of AI, the future is customized. Because after I looked at this and created this app, we were playing it. I showed it to the kids. I had Tammy play it, and she was like, a game, whatever. And she started playing it, and she couldn't get past a level, and she started yelling at it. Like, she was really invested in it. So it's a simple way to make something that's actually functional.
Does Tammy need professional help?
No, because she hasn't played it since.
Oh, listen. So
However,
is that how she treats conflict?
She yells at it
and then walks away forever?
No, not at all. She treats games like that.
Do you want to do a deep dive on the psyche of our spouses?
I don't think that would be a good idea.
That'll be on the John Welch's hour.
John Welch's hour. Yes, you can break down
Thank you.
the spouses.
All right.
You got a bell for that. So create this app.
Customize. The world is custom.
I think the future is custom because I was able to just say, this is my idea. I don't know how to code. I know how to drag and drop, and I know a little bit about databases, but I don't know how to code. I dropped the prompt in, and with some tweaks and changes, it built this whole thing. And it's ready. I could deploy it in the App Store now.
For free?
I could put it in the App Store for free.
With ad revenue?
With ad revenue. Well, there's a bunch of different caveats to how you would do that. I have it set up so that you have 5 different, every day you have, it's in the game. This is
the kind of game that I feel like the New York Times would pick up and put in their little quiver of Wordle and connections.
That would be fantastic. New York Times, this is for sale.
$1 million.
But there is a place where it's a paywall once you get so many tries, and to get more tries, you have to be a subscriber. And it's $3 a month and $30 a year. And
do they need to write a check to you?
No, it's built into the app.
So no paper.
No paper. Why would there be paper, John?
It's just fun to talk about paper.
I don't know why you say that.
I don't know.
So then we created this app, really easy, and I'm thinking, okay, now what else can we do? So I told my kids about it. And I said, hey, you guys need to learn how to use AI and how to do this, because I think the future of jobs is knowing how to use AI. Would you agree with that?
I think it would be wise to invest in AI knowledge.
Yes, 100%. And no matter what your industry is, even for plumbers, and because I think about what plumbers could do, you take a picture of a problem and AI could suggest a solution and give you options, and maybe even where you could find the parts to do that.
Well, and the best thing to do probably from the content marketing side is to become that source of truth online for AI to pull from.
Absolutely. Yes. And which is kind of what we're doing here.
Yes.
Yes. We're the source of AI truth.
So maybe we need to come up with a game that I would like to be a part of.
Well, now John, you're getting ahead of us, even though you don't know what I'm going to say.
I don't know what you're going to say, and I apologize for getting ahead of you.
So here's the deal. I went in, I told the kids, you should figure this out. It's free to go to this app, to Rourke, and you get a certain amount of credits every day, and then it stops, and then the next day it replenishes. I paid for a $20 a month plan to get more credit so I could build this thing out faster.
Bala.
So, but my point is, then I'm starting to think, well, what's the solutions that I can make just for me in my life, in my business? What's the customizing things I can do? Because have you looked into AI agents at all for anything work related, everything where with Claude, what is it?
I would like an AI agent to get me an acting job.
Get you an acting job, like to act
Listen, I can't. Every app.
You're wanting an AI agent, not an AI working. You want a Hollywood agent.
That's right.
AI.
Yeah.
That might be safer to have a Hollywood agent that's AI than a real Hollywood agent.
They can't get in trouble and get on any lists.
That's right. There it is.
Sorry.
So I started thinking of talking to kids. I said, hey, why don't you guys learn how to do this? So my son jumped in, and he's been doing a bunch of fitness and macros and health stuff. And he's like, I want to build an app that will do all of it together, because my other apps, I go to multiple apps. And so he started building a thing in it. And then we were sitting at dinner the other night with some friends, and we got the check, and the check was all in one. The guy didn't split it. So we started going through and doing the check splitting individually. And I was like, wait a minute, I think I can win at this. So I took a picture, put it in ChatGPT. I said, split it. This is what we had. I gave it our menu items that we had. And then it spit out the line items with the numbers, and then double checked it.
I have a few questions.
Okay, hold on. I like questions. So then I did that, and I thought, well, there's receipt splitting apps out there, but how good are they?
Yeah.
Maybe I could just make my own receipt splitting app that works better. So I came home, and the next night I built Tap Split. And you don't have to try and hold it again. I
need to. That's what I'm offering to this conversation.
I want you to dive into questions here in a second. But I built Tap Split. It's all prompted based on the tip split, or the check splitting situation we had the other night.
Okay.
And it was just like, I had this idea and I could make it. And I don't know anything about this. which is maybe a little bit dangerous.
I'd like to see a commercial for this app where two friends start to physically get violent with each other about the check. And then
Ooh, I like that.
then a fellow patron walks over and says, "Gentlemen, please. Tap split."
That, you know what, John, when we are ready to launch this app, I will come to you for marketing.
I just want a percentage.
Okay, perfect. That's all we need.
50%.
But here's the problem that I see in all of this is it's super cool. I think it's fantastic. And I think everyone should figure out how they can use this to customize their world, whether it be their business, their personal life, their goals. My daughter found that there's a message, I don't even know what it's called, an iMessage helper or something that basically just texts you when you're doing 75 hard. And you say, I did this thing, and then it texts back to you. It's AI.
Right.
But it's just a messaging companion that's built there. But what are the things that you can customize in your life, in your business, that's going to make you more efficient? And then what are the things you can make to make everybody's life better, which is, technology apps at large. And I think that this is the future. The future is customized. Whatever you think about needing, you can actually create it, even if you have no idea how to do it without these tools. Would you think that, like, what's an idea that you say, I don't know how to build this, but I would prompt this into existence? I guess maybe don't give away your good ideas.
I was not prepared for this conversation. I did not look at the agenda for the meeting because there was none sent to me.
We didn't have one. I should have had AI create one and email it to you.
And then it would have emailed me my ideas that I could have then spoken about. But I tend to look at the happy side of most things.
Yes.
That's not true.
Well,
I look at the negative.
You're a little dark. That's
deep
true.
And dark. So what this gets me to is, are we doing this for, I guess there's two camps. It's like, one is the business owner mind is like, I want to make something and I want to sell something. I want something to be purchased. So then that becomes, okay, well, how do you make the best kept secret not a secret? And then that becomes,
say that again.
How do you make the best kept secret not a secret? Like a lot of people, early days of me trying to tell stories 20 years ago, all these technical companies and, industrial companies like, oh, well, we're highly specialized. You can't write about us because we're super specialized. And the question is like, okay, well, obviously the last 20 years has shown us that yes, anybody can write about anything. And now machines are writing about anything. So what's the mindset about developing a solution for yourself, or if you want to sell it, how do you make the best kept secret not a secret? So to me, that's storytelling, that's advertising, that's marketing, that's all those things. How many of these solutions do we need?
That's fair.
How many apps now do we need on my phone that I made? How many times am I going to use them? It just becomes the question of just volume and hurrying to what solution, or not hurrying, but we're advancing to what point?
Well, but I think the point here is now the apps are commodities. They're just, you build one for this solution, and maybe the problem was only a week or a month long. Then delete it. It's done. Like, you just fix that solution. And the reason I brought it up was because what you said in our last episode about, I don't want to build websites anymore.
Right. Well, I don't have to. The AI will build the app's website.
It already does.
Right. So I can still actually build them now.
Exactly.
I don't have to say no to money.
That's right. So that's the ding, ding, ding. Like, that's what kind of where I'm trying to get to is that the fact that you can have whether you go to Lovable or Replit is another one that does websites. You prompt it and it will build the website for you. It'll do the back-end connections. It'll do the changes. It's like having the employee or the contractor that we talked about offloading to just an episode ago. And now you can customize it and have it do things however you want to do it.
Right.
So in that sense, there are going to be things that I think AI ruins, but I also think that the world that we live in and the AI future is going to be so customized to every single person that each business is going to have multiple apps inside of their ecosystem, and whether they're websites or they're AI agents or they're actually physical apps that do work for them in the background, this is the kind of thing that's going to win.
What are we trying to win at, though? What is the game? Is AI changed the game, or has the game always been the game and AI is just making it easier to play it?
I think that's a good question. I think the game is still the game. Winning the game is still being successful at whatever it is that you're doing. And AI is just the newest tool that's allowing you to win faster and better, but also it's something you have to add in and factor for competition.
So to me, though, this all comes back to margin of time and how much free time you're going to put into developing solutions to give you more free time.
Okay, so walk me through what that means. Like the free time that it took me to create Tap Tap Split.
Yep.
Was like actual my real time.
Right.
Was maybe 3 hours of my time. This thing did all the work. And ultimately, it could be something that just makes my life better because I can split checks easier, or it's something that I might be able to sell, and because it's just a better version of what's out there.
Why wasn't I invited to this dinner? That was one of my questions.
Okay, here's the answer. It was a dinner with the parents of all the kids that went to winter formal together, and your kids aren't seniors in high school.
They're not.
So,
where'd you go?
Trevor at the Track. You ever been there?
Oh, Rancho San Juan.
San Juan Capistrano.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, very, very good. It was very good. Cool spot. You been there?
No.
Well, how did you know it was down there?
I'm in the know. Just because I'm not there, I'm in the know.
Wow. You're one of those guys that knows.
Yeah. I've yet to be invited to a power lunch there.
Ooh, lunch down there would be cool. It's a good spot. The food was good.
The train from Anaheim.
And it stops right there.
Yeah.
It's Trevor at the Tracks is actually at a train station. That's kind of a cool spot. Trevor at the Tracks, if you want to be a sponsor, we'd welcome you. And we would split checks for you. Actually, okay, interesting idea. What if we build a Trevor at the Tracks Tap Tap Split so that they could split their own check?
Well, then
what do you think?
You should talk to Toast. Not
to Toast.
Trevor. Talk to Go Bigger. Go sell this app to Toast, but then they'll be like, well, we'll just make our own, just like you did.
Right. So this really has to be consumer specific. However, now that I think about that, all the places that have like little monitors on the table, you can split the check inside of that. Right.
So what are we solving?
We're solving it for the individual that wants to just split their checks all the time. They go out every weekend. This isn't me. This probably isn't you either. That goes out with people every weekend and go to bars and restaurants and constantly go with groups of people that forget to split the check or don't split the check, and you need a simple way to do it, and a way to collect the money from the people if one person's paying, kind of deal. So
back in college, this would have been great, but there was always one guy who ordered $25 worth of stuff and then threw $20 in.
Yes,
not factoring in tip, tax, but felt back in when we were growing up, a $20 bill was powerful. A $50 bill changed the conversation, and if you saw a $100 bill,
those are rare. Well, maybe not actually rare.
You would look in Dad's wallet, and there's a C note sticking out. You're like, wow, we've hit it.
What?
We've hit the big time.
Oh, we've hit the big time.
Where'd you think I was going with that?
I thought you were talking about Hollywood agents. So I think the answer to your question is, who are we solving for? We're solving for the custom needs of an individual or a business, period. And I think that's why you get to the point where apps and websites and these kind of AI solutions are actual commodities. Like they're things that you take, you use them when you need them, and then when you're done with them, you just get rid of them because you can make another one.
This is the part of the conversation I really struggle with, because I at a certain point, I just want to go live on a farm and not have to deal with this, and do my little writings, submit them, and write a poem, and 8 months later get a rejection letter.
Why not get an acceptance
Because
letter?
I'm stuck. Well, because it's hard to get accepted by somebody's own whims, but that's why you start your own website, you start your own Substack, and you have Claude edit for you, and then you just decide, like, instead of living in the past, you're going to live in the future, because now is now. When will then be now? Soon. And soon is here.
So I think that the important thing about that is, yes, at some point it would be nice to be away from it all because you have to be unplugged. And then you mentioned getting rid of your iPhone. And I think about that and I think, yeah, that would be nice. That would feel good to not be so connected to technology. But is that actually a reality? Do you think that?
Well, I think it's really just all choice. I'm a person of self-control, or I'm not. So if I'm not, then I'm going to be addicted to something. But if I have self-control, or I work on it, then I will get to a point where that remains the object that it is. I don't have to be tethered to it unless it becomes a significant part of my creative process. But then it's just,
that's the part that I'm thinking. Yes, it would be nice to be unplugged, but because of the world we live in, and because we run businesses, and because technology is such a huge part of what today's business climate is, we can't truly get rid of it unless we start, even farming. Like I've talked to farmers in Kansas, and they're talking about all the technology and data analysis that is being done by AI.
Yeah.
That's giving them
more free time.
It's giving them more free time, and it's giving them the ability to know, hey, I can plant these crops at this time and expect this kind of result in the harvest, and I can maximize that.
So I guess the question, it's more just the thought process around how do you retain you don't lose your humanity in technology. You remain who you are, but you can allow it to override or envelop a lot of your processing, and you can kind of, you start to lean on it so much that you don't lean on your own ability, that God-given ability to actually reason and also surrender to his reason, which would be the best advice. And then we get, I'm just kind of a technology adverse person.
In general, or specifically now?
In general, I think microwaves are a big part of the problem.
You think microwaves? I mean, I don't know that I disagree with that. Why do you say that they're a big part of the problem? They started the technology personalizing or something, or?
I just think nuking stuff is probably not good.
Just in general, the microwave process, not the fact that it was technology that you could take into your own home. It was specifically because of the microwaves. Do we need tinfoil hats?
You don't have any?
No. Do you have tinfoil hats?
I have an app where you can buy them.
There you go. Yes, you have an app. John is going to build the tinfoil hat app.
Upload your own design, and we will make and customize your custom tinfoil hat so that you can wear it wherever you want to be safe, which is everywhere.
I think it's important that we lean into technology. I think it's very easy to get too far down a path where technology is too much. I think that's true. The human element part of it, I think, will always be there. And I think, like for me, it's tax season right now, and clients are coming in or talking on the phone, and technically we could never speak. We could just send documents back and forth, and between email and text, it could all be robot and automated.
Speaking of technology, my CPA hasn't gotten back to me in 3 weeks to set an appointment.
Oh,
would you allow that to happen?
Okay, to be honest, it just does happen.
I love him.
It just does happen, and it's especially because of this time of year, things just get busy. Texts get lost.
I haven't called the front desk.
Oh, so you haven't reached out? You're wondering why he hasn't reached out?
No, I reach out to him personally because we're friends, but I also respect that he's grown his business, and is a busy CPA.
So your question is like, is he busy or is he ignoring you?
He's not ignoring me. He's just busy.
He's just busy because it's February.
And you know who you are.
Yeah. Does he watch the show?
I don't know.
You should send it to him.
I will. I'll call him out.
So
not by name.
But I think back to the human element and AI and technology that we're talking about here, the fact that my whole process for my clients to do taxes could be done completely automated if we implemented all these tools and things and would never have to technically interact in person. However, the feel of actually talking to a real human and meeting face to face, shaking someone's hand, being on a Zoom call, even watching this podcast right now, because it's a human on the other end, there's something that I don't think AI will ever truly be able to fake or create that makes us feel as comfortable.
AI won't. We had a consultant come into our Vistage meeting last week, and he, I'm sure there are people that will fan the flame of AI is going to take over. But he just, he reiterated, is like, AI will never become sentient because, is that the right word?
Yes, I believe that is the right word, if that's the word that they used.
Because AI doesn't know and will never know that it exists. It's just,
that's interesting.
It's just AI. It's artificial.
You don't think that, I guess technically it could artificially understand that it exists, but it still would be, someone would put it there to tell it
Someone would
exists.
there would have to be a nefarious, I mean, like, I don't know if you saw the Mission Impossible last two movies.
I haven't seen the most recent one, but I did see the one before that. Really good.
The Entity.
Yes.
The last one kind of wraps it up, the series.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be like, it is the last one, right?
I don't know if you guys missed our episode where we called out Tom Cruise. We did get Tom Cruise on the podcast, but we forgot to hit record.
What?
So we are unfortunately not able to air that episode. It was a stimulating conversation, and you should definitely subscribe to our show so that you don't miss other opportunities that we forgot to record.
That's the weirdest pitch to watch the show, I think, maybe of any show ever.
AI will never know that it exists.
AI will never know it exists. That's fair.
A person will always be using it to their advantage if that's what they want. If they want the robots to come and get us, then it'll be somebody with a nefarious strategic.
There will have to be a human at the lead of the AI at some level.
Yes.
In theory. Now, that could all be proven wrong at some point. Like, we've seen Terminator 2. Like, is there a person in charge of the robots? I don't remember.
No.
I don't think so. Matrix, it's actually all robots.
I guess it could continually perpetually learn, but I guess will AI sin voluntarily? Because that, if you believe in what I believe, and I know you do, but if we believe in a world where, there's right and wrong, there's good and evil, there's sin and good decisions.
But AI is just following its programming. So it would have to be programmed.
So it will it self-program sin?
Well, I don't think it would be able to self-program it because someone would put it in there at some point.
Right.
Which is, I think,
possible.
A weird, not a weird segue, but a great segue for us to actually get into a spiritual conversation about creation. But I don't know if we have time for that because
I got nowhere to go. This could be part 2 of this week's episode.
Because I think this just the logic that we're going down here of something has to put the ideas in the AI or the coding in the AI for it to create anything. It has to come from someone somewhere, which is the perfect example of creation. You and I sitting here exist because something created us. At the beginning, AI, and then from there.
Yeah, I mean, here's a thought. AI will never know everything there is to know because God created us to be creative. So we will continue to create things that AI doesn't yet know. I'm not saying it can't learn them later or be told them when they're done, but we will, as long as humans exist on Earth, we will have the ability to be creative beings. And so AI is not going to out-create us.
AI will not out-create us. I would wonder what the poly market would say on
I'm
AI
not.
creating.
What's polyamorous?
No, this is not polyamorous. Poly market. It's
What's
a futures. It's
polyamorous mean?
polyamorous means multiple spouses,
Oh,
or
that's polygamy.
polygamy. Polyamorous would be multiple partners. Then I guess it's
In bu-
poly. It's
in-
multi.
In,
It's.
in business,
I don't think you can be polyamorous in business. That's not.
it's not advised.
Let's not. I wouldn't advise that. No,
it's
definitely not.
it's bad practices ethics wise.
Yeah. How did we even get to here?
My brilliance leads us into all dark places.
I would use a different adjective, but that's okay.
the light of my. All right. So like think about. I don't know if this is an odd thought, but we were talking about Job last night, and when Satan goes to God, we've been marching around the earth, causing hijinks. Like
what verse is that in Job where
the
devil says
it's my interpretation, it's my translation of the message. And you're not on camera laughing. They're not going to know you're laughing.
I'm laughing, everybody.
All right, thank you. God says, he says, have you considered my servant Job? He is both blameless and upright. And Satan, if Satan had all knowledge, and let's say Satan is maybe smarter than AI or has more information than AI.
I mean, he's a created being.
He's a created being. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Okay.
That's true.
Well, if he was trying to upend God's creation, which is kind of his thing.
It's kind of his jam. That's true.
He's good at it.
Allegedly.
But what twice, God reveals Job to Satan. Like on the first account, he, after he says that, he says, just don't touch him. And he destroys his entire fortune and family for the most part. Doesn't kill his wife, which is a whole, marriage series.
You think Satan left his wife because his wife was so terrible?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
I'm laughing.
But there's that idea of God revealed more information. And so no matter what is doing it, whether it's Satan or AI, not that they're the same thing.
Correct. Satan is not AI.
God, hello, back to me.
But somebody could program an AI Satan, I would think. I mean, that's probably somebody could.
Please
do
don't
that.
plant that
I don't know
seed.
why you would do that.
Don't plant that seed.
Oh, that seed's already planted. You don't think somebody's thought of that already?
Into what soil?
Into digital soil.
I see. I just think that we need to continue to embrace our creativeness and not let it be hindered by technology, but also not let our creative pursuits be so sacred. Like this, I'm basically talking to myself, that AI or that technology can't influence or provide some resources for them. Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm just now rambling.
I feel a little bit like it's rambling a little bit. You're saying ultimately
I'm stuck in the old days. You'd
like to not have the technology that we have, but we have it. So
use it.
Yes, agreed.
And AI won't kill us.
I'm not going to guarantee that
until a person tells it to.
But and even then, if guardrails are built in, then maybe it won't.
Well, think about episode 3 of Star Wars, like when execute Order 66. Like the right before that, the clones were having like a nice chat with Obi-Wan, and then they execute the order to kill him, and they go right to it. I think that's just right there is like proof. Decades old proof now of a person has to program the beings.
There has to be some sort of trigger for those actions to happen. And it most likely would not be the artificial intelligence itself. It would be some other being that's created to tell it to
This
do
is
that.
this is a total layman's approach. I recognize that I'm not an expert in all this. I'm probably don't know half of it or 10% of what AI can do.
This is all just theory and philosophy in general from a writer that's never written a book before.
So basically, it's useless information.
I wouldn't say it's bait. It's interesting, stimulating thought.
If you've gotten to the end of this episode and this is the payoff, I apologize.
I don't think you should apologize, John. But I do think that it's important that as we go through our businesses and we start looking at the things that are around us and how we can utilize them to make our business more efficient and give us more time, make us more efficient, that we don't just weigh ourselves down in focusing on this so much that we give ourselves more time, but then we fill that time with more work. The goal should be to make ourselves more efficient and give us opportunities to grow and be more successful. However, there is life outside of work, even though many people, their whole life is work, which everybody's got to make their own decisions. I think it's important to have family. I think it's important to have faith, and I think it's important to have freedom. And I think that's one thing that's the thing that AI can give us more of is time for that.
And I think anything outside of the Lord, if you're a Christian listening, you'll probably agree with this. And if you're not a Christian, something to think about is like God's given us so much freedom through his son, Christ. But also in that freedom comes, the responsibility to be wise and mature, and that takes work. And technology can support those steps, but it should not be the end all be all of that journey.
It's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's a great tool, but it's a tool.
And you're a tool.
No, John, I was wondering if you were going to go that way.
I apologize.
We had it. It was a good wrap up. And then
and I am also a tool.
No.
to help this. I'm a tool of this podcast.
Well, thank you everybody for hanging out, and hopefully this was a helpful episode that can help you put things in perspective for you to say that the future is AI, and that means the future, I believe, is custom.
So my next assignment before our next recording is to make my own little app through Rourke.
Through Rourke, you can use Rourke to do it, or you can use Lovable, or you can use Replit, or you can there's so many. So many.
Too many.
I'll
go with
but the
Rourke.
term is called vibe coding. So if you just Google vibe code my own website, then that would be what you'd want to do, because it's just prompting.
All right.
So and I think that, it's the future. Everybody can customize things for themselves, and then I think the business to start right now is to be the expert that knows how to use these things and go to any business and say, hey, Red Mallard, what's a problem that you have in your workflow that you'd like fixed? We can automate that for you and create a solution.
Did you want to hear my response?
Sure, because maybe I'll build it. It's a duck response?
You said Red Mallard. You didn't ask John Welch's.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
But I think that if you're looking for something to get into and something that you can say, like, what's my side hustle right now? I think it's learn how to do this in a way that you can go to businesses and individuals and say, what's your problem? Let me see if I can find a solution for you. And then that's a business. That whole thing's a business.
I think if you're willing to step into it and just say like, hey, this is a Wild West. Let's figure out if we can make something useful. It may take you 24 hours, but if you solve a problem,
which is nothing compared to what it used to be like.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy to say, because that's true. That's absolutely true. It might take you 24 hours.
Yeah. Which sounds like a lot, but if you're billing $250 an hour, or you bill at the value of the problem that you're trying to solve,
bill at the value, guys.
Yeah. You're still the person delivering the value. The people that you can help are the ones who are generating lots and lots of money for their brick and mortar solutions that they provide. If you can bring some technology to the table, you'll be a hero.
Yeah, you will be a hero, and you will probably be very successful in the business that you start. So, so hopefully all of you are going to take this to heart and go start using it, or have somebody on your team learn how to use it. Probably better for some
or
people.
hire us to figure it out.
Or hire
you.
the Do Business team.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, hey.
Do you want to buy Red Mallard?
No, I don't want to buy Red Mallard.
That's too bad.
No. But I think that if you want to sell it, you could tell the people and see who wants to buy it.
Not ready.
Okay. We're not ready to sell our businesses yet, but we are happy to help you with yours.
But we'll sell Tap Tap Split.
We will sell Tap Tap Split. Actually, it's going to be free, I think, in the App Store, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, at least to test it. But I will. That is the other thing that is interesting about this is for you made the comment about making the unknown known. How did you say that from a marketing standpoint? Making the
best kept secret not a secret.
The best kept secret not a secret.
Ooh, the unknown known is very interesting though.
Okay. Did I come up with that?
Yes.
I came up with that.
We came up with that.
So okay. We came up with that, I guess. But to make the unknown known, the thing you need to do is you need to make content. John, what are you doing? You want to be in the fray here. Wide shot. To make the unknown known, you need to have a podcast. And I think that's one of the things that I see about this is why it's important to grow the show, to help all of you, and to share our expertise, and to get people that need help they need CPA help and accounting help or business strategy help, or they need marketing, storytelling, and websites that are built by robots, but they're still websites for their business, and any other great ideas that we come up with. We want to help you. And that's why this show is important, and it's valuable to us, and hopefully it's really valuable to you as well. Because if you have all these tools and you have solutions for people that they will pay you for, you need to have a way to make the unknown known. And I think the best way to do that right now is content, specifically podcasts. Yes, John, now you can be in.
Well, you cut away right when you said the unknown known, which I feel like was your subtle way of reclaiming that you came up with it. And
Is that what I did? Maybe it's what I did.
Oh.
But I think that's the unknown known. Like, we should make t-shirts. We should make an app for the unknown known. No, I don't even know why we would do that.
We can make this more evangelistic and say, you are the known. You are unknown. You may feel unknown, but you are known
by the Creator.
Oh, that's nice.
See what we did there? Put a bow on it.
Have a lovely day.
See you next time. Oh, make sure to comment,
subscribe,
like,
love,
share,
laugh out loud.
No, I think tell people about the show.
Eat, pray,
watch. Eat, pray, watch. And then also, you can leave a voicemail. Oh, we do have a voicemail, but I don't have it pulled up.
It's 58. We're 58 minutes in.
It's an AI voicemail. It's not actually a real voicemail. So we'll have it next episode. All right, guys. See you later.
Carry on.